Welcome, everyone, to today's discussion on a fundamental question that has sparked deep philosophical reflection for centuries. What is the true source of morality, God or human reason? On one side, we have a theist, who believes that moral values are grounded in a divine authority. On the other, we have an atheist, who argues that morality can emerge from human nature, empathy, and rational thinking without the need for a deity. This debate is not about who is more moral, but rather, where morality ultimately comes from. Let's hear from both perspectives with open minds and respectful curiosity.
Thank you. I believe that objective moral values come from God. Without a transcendent source, there is no ultimate basis for right and wrong, only opinions. God's nature is the foundation of goodness, and His commands give us a moral law to live by.
Thanks. I disagree. I believe that morality is a human construct developed through empathy, reason, and social cooperation. We don't need a supernatural being to tell us that murder or theft is wrong. These values evolve naturally as part of our shared humanity.
But if morality is just a human invention, then it becomes relative. What's right in one culture could be wrong in another. Without an objective anchor like God, how can we say something is truly good or evil?
We don't need divine commandments to recognize human suffering or fairness. Morality can be grounded in well-being. If an action causes harm, we understand it's wrong. And societies do evolve toward more compassionate laws without religious authority.
Yet even the idea of well-being assumes a value judgment. Why should human well-being matter at all in a universe without God? If we're just the product of random evolution, what makes our values meaningful?
Because we assign meaning. Morality isn't less real because it's human-driven. In fact, it's more admirable to act morally without fear of divine punishment or hope of reward. We choose to be good because we care, not because we're commanded to.
But choosing what is good still needs a standard. Hitler believed he was doing the right thing. Without a higher moral law, how can we say he was objectively wrong?
We can use reason, empathy, and consequences. Modern moral frameworks, like secular humanism, reject ideologies like Nazism not because of God, but because they violate human dignity. Morality is a social contract based on shared values, not divine edict.
That sounds functional, but not objective. If humans disappeared, would morality disappear too? I believe morality exists whether we recognize it or not, because it comes from an eternal source, not temporary human consensus.
If humans disappeared, so would moral language, because morality is a human concept. But that doesn't make it meaningless. Mathematics is also abstract, yet useful and real within human thought. The same goes for morality.
In the end, I believe that true morality needs a solid, unchanging foundation. God provides that. Otherwise, we risk building our ethics on shifting sand, subject to culture, emotion, or convenience.
I believe morality doesn't need a divine origin to be real or meaningful. The fact that we can think, care, and make ethical choices on our own is a powerful testament to our humanity, not our dependence on a God.
Thank you to both speakers for your thought-provoking arguments. Whether morality stems from a higher power or arises from our shared humanity, it's clear that the search for ethical truth is deeply personal and universally important. As we reflect on today's dialogue, let us remember, morality isn't just about where it comes from, but how we live it out in our daily lives. May this conversation inspire deeper reflection, respectful dialogue, and a continued pursuit of goodness, wherever you believe it begins.